Hey, it's Denise, and I woke up this morning. Perhaps you could tell from my somewhat froggish voice, I am not feeling well. Um, I've been battling a sinus ear thing for weeks. Um, I've mentioned in some of my videos that I kind of been struggling with vertigo for almost a month now, on and off too. So basically today it has, sometimes you gotta just pick your battles. And today I'm just not trying to fight this. I'm just trying to get some rest and treat the symptoms and feel better. But I did not want today to be a total loss, especially because last night we had a power outage. Only lasted like a minute, but it was enough to remind me, oh crap, I've got a lot of stuff in the freezer that needs to be canned. Did a whole bunch of chicken canning last week. So just now, because I'm getting ready to have the breakfast of champions, which in this case is an ice cream sandwich. I'll have that and take my pills while we talk. But I wanted to get stuff out of the freezer into the fridge to thaw so that I can do some canning tomorrow. So I'm going to be doing a bunch of pork chops and tomato sauce, which my son loves. He can just grab that right off the pantry shelf and heat it up, and that's a meal he can make for himself. And I have a couple pounds of frozen ground pork, and I asked him which he prefers, like a meat sauce, like tomato-based pasta meat sauce kind of thing, or chili. And personally, I thought if I had to guess, I would have thought he would have said like spaghetti sauce, but no hesitation, he said chili, which I'm kind of happy about because I prefer chili. So tomorrow, I want to try to make it work out so that it's just one full canner load, being that it's meat, so I'm doing pints, it'll be 75 minutes processing time. God, that light is like an ice pick going through the side of my head, and I don't even have a migraine. This is just like random ice pick as opposed to throbbing migraine, if you have them, you know what I'm talking about. So I have 8 ounce pork chops. So when I do them, I do 1 pork chop per pint jar, cut up in cubes. And this is done raw pack. Just cut the pork chop up into cubes, like bite-sized pieces, kind of. Put it in the tomato sauce and pressure can it. So I know I have 8 of those, and I'm thinking my pressure canner does 16 pint jars. So 8 of them I know will be pork chops. That leaves me room for 8 pints of chili. So I have to try to work out my chili recipe to see that I come out around 8 pints. And that way I will be able to have a full canner and get all that stuff instead of having to worry about it the next time the freezer goes off, the power goes off and the freezer goes off. Of course, then you can't be doing your canning because you have no power. And I also took out a pork tenderloin that, again, if I just cut it in a couple pieces, that I could even just do in a little bit of vegetable broth, which could be thickened up into a gravy when it's taken out of the can. And, so he's an option from everything being in tomato sauce as far as, because I love all those pork chops that are in tomato sauce. So yeah, even though I don't think I'll get much done today, I at least got that stuff moved from the freezer to the fridge, and I have a plan for tomorrow now to hopefully get 16 pints of meat stuff canned and shelf stable. And yeah, it's 9:30 in the morning, and I'm getting ready to take some NyQuil amongst other things, specific for the headache. And hopefully I'll wake up better, in a few hours maybe, and then I'll get some stuff done. That would be ideal. But if not, I feel like at least I've set myself up for a project that I can get done tomorrow. just in case today ends up being a bust. When you live with a chronic illness, these things happen. And then, this isn't so much even related to my chronic illness. This is, I think I'm sick. I think I have like a sinus thing going on. I don't have any reason to believe that it's anything serious. But I just have this seasonal kind of, I have a lot of allergies as far as, like mold, dust, pollen, you name it. So a lot of times my sinus issues are usually allergy related, not infection related, which is why you might be saying, if you've had this for weeks, why haven't you gone to a doctor and got on an antibiotic? That's why. Most of the time I don't need an antibiotic. I need to deal with it as an inflammatory process, which I'm doing. I'm taking the decongestants and stuff to try to deal with it. But anyway, so that's my plan. And so if it's a day you can't necessarily do the things you planned on getting done, I figure at least by taking the meat out of the freezer, I'm letting today be useful time in that meat is thawing, and by tomorrow I'll be able to can it. And it'll be that much more stuff that is shelf stable that I don't have to worry about. I was explaining to my son how, certain things like, okay, the extra bread that's in the freezer, if that thaws, you can just refreeze it. The extra butter that's in the freezer, if that thaws to room temperature, you can refreeze it. But, obviously the meat, if it thawed, you would have to cook it all right away. And so I just feel much better having meat as much as possible put up on the shelf, canned, and not have to worry about the freezer. And before this melts in my hand, I'm going to wrap it up and say thank you for watching. Have a great day. Please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so after I do my canning project and talk about it, you'll be the first ones to know. Also, check out my other videos. And I did a little update on a haul from Ollie's, which is a liquidators discount kind of store. So you can check that video out. And I also did a 2-minute video just showing you how my fairy tale eggplant, that's the name of the variety if you're not familiar, how they're doing in the Aero Gardens in my upstairs hallway. So check out those videos. Have a great day. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I know I already said it, but sometimes I feel like maybe you'll do it if I say it again. That would be great. I would appreciate it. And I do appreciate you taking the time to watch. Thank you and have a great day.